wash your hands,
born
baby.
in USA. Ain't no good outside, so we'd better stay inside to tell each other stories about when we were kids. Stay home, sweet darling, stay with me. Outside, just stay by my side and listen to the stories of all your favorite ponies. Stay home, sweet darling, stay home. Little darling, stay home. Want my baby, stay with me, but wash your hands, baby.
Yeah?
Yep. All right, let's go.
The countdown went?
Let's play, yeah.
David, you still got it.
Man, what do you mean you still got it? All right. Well, listen, we're really excited. This is our first foray into live streaming.
It took us a while to figure it out.
It took us a while. We wanted to get the sound right. We wanted to get the look right. We wanted to get all these little...
At least closer.
Yeah.
A little closer.
Get little snazzy graphics going just so we could...
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Please, for starters, if you can let us know if you think we're having technical problems, because there's no way for us to know that. And hit us with where you're coming from, because I think we decided we would give a free download to the person who's coming the farthest away, who's broadcasting from the farthest away, which technically I think might be Perth, Australia. So that would be technically the farthest distance away. So anybody is awake at Perth.
How else do you measure far away other than distance?
Correct. Well, that's funny, because really, believe it or not, there's time zones that are farther away because of the way the date line works.
Okay.
But
they're not tuning in for this.
Anyway,
let's play.
Look, if it's 3 in the morning in Perth and you're with us, you're going to get a free download of the new CD we're celebrating. We want to thank Snug Harbor for letting us honor our original scheduled performance on French Quarter Fest weekend Sunday. To be honest, you guys aren't missing much. Yesterday was a lot of rain, lightning. Probably would have been a pretty wet French Quarter Fest. So you didn't miss much yesterday. Today we would have been out there at Jackson Square, and we would have been at Snug Harbor in the evening. So you're joining us for what would have been our scheduled performance at Snug Harbor, and I'm really happy to be here with David. It's been a month since we've done music together.
Yeah.
So let's play some music.
Yes, indeed.
All right. What about a little Sid's Biz?
That sounds good.
Okay. And for the great Sidney Bechet, this is Sid's Biz. Hey, let's do one of yours.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
good. And we're doing Jocko?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, great. This song is a song I wrote in the late 80s for the great bassist Jaco Pastorius. It's called Melody for Jocko. let's continue. Oh, do you want to? Is it time to?
Well,
Talk?
real quick, just to clarify a couple of things. So what we've done is Snug Harbor has allowed us to. They're hosting it on their Facebook page, but David and I also have it going out on our respective pages. We are a little busy making music, so we're not going to get to your comments. We just appreciate everybody being so enthusiastic about what's going on. We do want to shout out to Jason Patterson. Saw you out there. And we got a couple surprises, but mostly what we've set up is on the pages. There's basically a button for the store that'll go directly to the PayPal. If your PayPal has Venmo integration, you'll be able to support the broadcast that way. I think Snug Harbor has also put our personal Venmos there, and we'll just figure that out later. So just to clarify, mostly we're just very appreciative that everybody has given in to this new way of communing around the music. It's a little forced, it's a little artificial. I won't lie to you, David and I are actually, everybody's probably wondering, how are they doing the split screen? How are they doing this? To be honest, right now, we are just a little over 2 meters apart from each other. So sorry to spoil the surprise for anybody that thought we were actually in different parts of the world. So I know, everyone was very excited. How are they doing it? The latency issues make it really impossible to do this live otherwise, but I promise you, we are probably almost 2.5 meters apart. We're going to play one more tune for you, and then take a break to say hi to a couple people. Let's go with, let's do Tande Sac Fe, L'Orage Guande. Hear the one who makes the thunder roar. You know, David, you played this with me, I think for the first time, shortly after I composed it, at the Jazz and Heritage Festival. And Shannon was there, and it was John Kelso came down from New York. This is the hardest part for us right now, all of us.
I mean, this is great to be able to play with Evan, and you know, live together. It's great. We're being socially responsible on the distance. But I mean,
admittedly, this is the hardest thing we're dealing with.
right.
So let's just, the community will be a little bit spread out for a minute, but we'll get it together, and we appreciate you all staying engaged, and we hope that you feel connected too. So here's Tande Sac Fe, L'Orage Guande, a Creole song that translates to "Hear the one who makes the thunder roar." Music's hard. Music's hard, but this is the easiest part of our day.
Yes, it is. Setting all this stuff up is the hard
Yeah,
part.
boy, you did a great job. You did a great job.
So did you.
We'll get better. Let us know if you think we should do this. So it was our intention to keep doing this every week until we get it right. So is that okay with you all? What do you think? Should we do this? Should we do this every week? We'd love for you to join us. And of course, so many of our friends are kind of in this same weird position. So I'll tell you right now. For instance, you get done here, you can go over to Don Vappy's page and see him at 3 o'clock. I know Trisha Boutte was doing something in the morning because the way the time's working. We hope our friends in Europe are enjoying us over dinner and wine, I imagine. And we just hope everybody is managing, is staying patient and productive.
We want to send a shout out to Sebastian Vidal, and hopefully he's watching us in Paris.
That would be great. Yeah, Seb. So many disappointments, of course, not just the French Quarter Fest, but so many of our friends have been checking in, saying, "Oh, this would have been the week that we were in New Orleans. This would have been this is our annual trip," and just hope that everybody is managing to stay safe and healthy and patient where they are. I think that's why we're here. We're gonna try to take some of the sting out of all that.
What about the record we just did?
So yeah, well, of course we have the CD locked, and David's going to show that to you now. We do want you to please take advantage of the opportunity to get the pre-release of this recording. We were going to officially release it this weekend, but we're going to delay it. But pre-release copies are available at Louisiana Music Factory, and they really need your support right now. So please, I know everybody wants to get it from me directly since I've complained about tripping over the boxes of them in the hallway. But Louisiana Music Factory has inventory, and we would love for you to support them and say hello and let them know you love them, and get some live local music to help you through this period. And they'll take care of you. I had friends order it the other day. It said it took like 3 days, and they were amazed how fast it was. So that's the new CD that Dave and I recorded. It was a live recording done at Luchin's Dance Hall as part of the live music series they were doing, and they were very patient with letting us kind of put it together and make sure that it was right. So shout out to Luchin's music series and Jane and Bob and everybody. And we've been doing a few things from that CD, and including this one. Do want to thank Snug Harbor again for hosting. Do want to remind you that they are also doing other live broadcasts. David kicked off their Friday series, their Friday E-Day series that they've been doing in honor of the great Ellis Marsalis, and that was technically David's first foray into the.
Of course, that was an iPhone, 2 iPhones, one for Instagram. Sorry, Jocelyn. 2 iPhones, one for Instagram and one for Facebook. But we are going to figure out how to, and that was just iPhone microphone audio.
Yeah.
For solo piano, you can get away with. But for this type of thing, we wanted to make sure that our audio was, pleasant to listen to and, accessible and approachable. So, we're going to do this every week. This is going to be an appointment stream. 2 o'clock every Sunday, New Orleans time.
We can keep the time going to 2. Sure, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
If y'all are happy with 2 o'clock, let us know if that works out for you. If you want a little bit earlier, later.
We tried to schedule it for Europe, 9 p.m. in Europe, and 4 a.m. in Japan.
That's right. Whatever time it is there. Yeah, that's horrible.
People are up at that time. They're having morning meetings.
That's right.
For work, so.
Anyway, David, just terrific. Let's do 2 things from the CD. Let's start with now this will be the only tune that we might get in trouble for because it's not in the public domain, but let's do it anyway. This is Thomas Fatzwaller's Jitterbug Waltz. What do you think?
Sounds good. Yeah, man. Cool. That's Waller.
Fats Waller.
Didn't he write that because his child was having trouble with scales or something?
I heard a few stories about it, but one is that it was an exercise. You know, it's an exercise, and it really is a bit of a, it's on different instruments. I mean, I don't know how easy is it on piano. I'm just curious, how easy is it on piano?
It falls right under the fingers.
Can you think of any actual technical exercises that it resembles, that it might have come from?
Maybe Hannon. Maybe Hannon.
Yeah, because it's a bit of a finger twister for, well, maybe it's because it's Albert system.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a finger
Nothing
that
wasn't-
hasn't been used
yeah.
since 1938. So,
Nothing was meant to.
yeah.
Well,
Hey, listen, we should probably, talk about, my least favorite part of this presentation, which is,
yep. Got it, yep. So, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Look, the thing about it is that we don't want anybody to feel guilty. It's like when music's free in New Orleans, it doesn't mean it's free. It just means that, this is...
You pay what you want.
This is, exactly, this is, what do we say? It's not, it's a labor of love, but not charity. And to be honest, your donations help make future streams like this possible, and other things possible, like eating. No, it's okay. I don't think you should shy away from that, David. I wouldn't worry about that at all.
Good to know. All right, well, we're live, coming to you live from New Orleans.
It's Elena's nap time, but I told her we could watch this. I told her that we would sneak a little rebroadcast of it because I think it'll stay up on the pages. So I said, take your nap. We'll watch it when I get back. And she said what she always says, which is, okay, Daddy, break a leg. That's what she says to me before I leave the house. And she helped me name this next song, and it's called Pouncing Around. Because that's what her stuffed cats do.
All right, we're starting right on it.
Let's try it.
All right, here we go.
I haven't played this in a while, so.
That's all right. I'm sure you'll do great. Here we go. Pouncing around. Count it.
One, a two, a 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all. Thank you.
I like that tune. That was cool.
Thank you. Yeah, David, you're the only one I get to play that with. So I'm not sure the lavs. I'm not sure how well the lavs are working. People say they can't actually hear us talking, so that's probably good. We haven't really had anything very interesting to say, so it might be good. David's gonna look into it real quick while I let you know that we have a friend who let me know the other day that this would be a broadcast for her birthday. Well, I said, well, I didn't know that. My friend Hélène Pinon is in Gatineau, which is near, right across from across some body of water from Ottawa, the capital of that state. What do you call the Canadian states? Provinces. Across from that province. And so here's for Hélène, who's having a birthday and is probably having a great time, being socially distant with her friends, of course, but tuning in from Ottawa, Canada, and she requested a piece of mine called El Azul de la Rendition, or Surrender Blue.
Ready?
You got the last 8. Thank you.
That's my favorite song you ever wrote.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, this has been great and heartbreaking at the same time. I haven't played this much music in months. Seems like months. Our last gig was what together, David? Friday the 13th, March 13th. That was our last gig together.
What was that, at Chikiwala?
No, you know where it was? It was the Columns. At the
That's
Columns.
right,
We did the
yeah,
Columns.
playing on the porch of the Columns.
Yeah.
We're going to be back
Yeah.
at the porch on the Columns. That's a lot of fun.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah.
Now, I hope you guys are enjoying everything. We're gonna close this set of music. It's that time already with one of David's compositions. I know you're like, what time? Who's telling you have to quit?
Actually, Don Vappy starts in 5
That's
minutes.
right. You're gonna be a little late for Don Vappy unless you split now. So sorry about the talking thing and the.
We'll work it out.
We're working out.
We'll work it
This is our
out.
first one. Saw our buddy Larry Blumenfeld out there and wanted to say hi to him and a friend of ours from Chicago, Wally. Good to see you, buddy. And some other musicians lurking around. I love when the musicians lurk around. I've been doing a lot of that. Have you been doing a lot of lurking? I caught some of Josh Paxton yesterday, and I saw some friends on the West Coast doing some duo guitar madness, and I'm actually enjoying it. I just really hope that this doesn't become the new normal, because I don't know if I can take it.
I mean, it's cool,
Yeah.
but, nothing like being up close in person.
That's right. We got to do this one. You want to talk about Big Grease?
Okay, sure. Sounds good. This song is written for George French, one of the greatest bass players ever to come out of the city of New Orleans. And if you have any doubt about that, listen to the early recording of the Wild Magnolias' Honda Wanda. That's him making it sound like Weather Report. He's brilliant. Anyway, this song is written for him because his nickname is Big Grease. Well, yeah, Grease. This song was written for him. It's called Big Grease.
Thank you.
absolutely a blast.
Right.
Now, just so you guys, just to make you guys aware again, for those of you who don't know, that's David Torkanowski on piano. My name is Evan Christopher. We have decided to really make the most out of the situation. So the Art of the Duo 504 will be coming at you live on social media channels every Sunday at 2 p.m. New Orleans time. And we're just going to, one more time, give a very warm thank you to Snug Harbor for hosting what would have been our scheduled performance at the club. I want to thank Jason and especially Jocelyn Ninneman, who walked us through some of the technical parts of this.
Every week she's
yeah.
having the lead musicians,
It's in much missing infrastructure, and we're a bunch of Luddites at heart. More me than David, but we're figuring it all out. So thank you, Jocelyn, for holding our hands through this, virtually holding our hands at a very safe distance through this process. Follow Snug for more broadcasts, including their E-Day series. You can even see David's, the first concert that David did for them. And speaking of other broadcasts, of course, Don Vappy right now is doing his thing from across the lake. And lots of other musicians are easy to watch. And you can go to the regular places you would go to find music in New Orleans. WWOZ and Offbeat are giving you a listing of who's streaming from where. And of course, thank you all in advance for communing around this music and for showing some love via the PayPal. If your Venmo's integrated with your PayPal, you can do it that way. Or I think you've been given our personal Venmos, which is okay too. But we'll work all that out. And thanks for the patience. It helps us make more of these streamed events and helps us all stay connected. And I think that's the most important thing. That's the promise of this music, and that is the privilege. It's the privilege for us to be able to bring it to you.
On behalf of Evan Christopher, I'm David Torkanowski. I want to say so long.
You want to do a long encore or you want to let it go?
Oh.
What do you think? Should give him one more?
Sure.
All right, let's give him one more.
Sure. Ready?
Yeah, just do it.
Blues. A 1, 2.